Okay, are we back? I think that's a yes. Yeah, boy howdy do I love the AAA games industry. Their products never crash. Ugh. Oh, wait a minute, see how many of you guys show back up. Ugh. Why does the AAA... Why do games have to keep crashing like that? Absolute insanity. I swear. I will actually hit my specialization while I'm waiting. Uh, yeah. It'll be worth it until it drops sub 1%. Alright, let's just fire this up. Vampiric and regenerative. God, it's gonna suck. Can I skip this? Yes, I can. Cool. Yes, I think we go this way. Yeah, sorry guys about that. Game crashed. Gotta love that. I'm kind of impressed. I figured the stream would just be like, or at least the PlayStation streaming would just be like, yeah, we're just gonna keep it going. But no, they actually just end it and kind of wanted it to keep going so I could just jump back in, but whatever. High Lord Sony knows best. Sometimes, man, I swear I can aim directly on someone and then the game's just like, nah. It's like the SpongeBob episode where Plankton makes the robot SpongeBob with his brain in it. And you're just like, nah, I don't feel like it. Yeah, that's totally safe. Just yoink the glass canister out. Can I just fast travel? Yes. And it didn't crash. Knock on wood. Gotta say, for modifiers, this isn't bad. Yeah, healthy and vampiric kind of suck together, but I don't know if it's radiation weapon, like my sniper's good, or it's the fact I can, like I've said before, slow it down and hit 7,000 damage body shots, and the Jacobs part, so I just critical hit, ricochet, tag someone else, and do that forever. But either way, it works really well, and it's not nearly as bad. I didn't realize you don't have to actually kill everybody. When I did this before, I just slowly ground through every enemy. This is a lot easier. Except that guy. That guy's gonna suck. Or not. I would like to heal, please. I got too deep. Now the iridium pickups are nice. I do miss like Seraph crystals and yeah, and BL2, and then spending iridium and BL3 on like different stuff. Now it's just you can pay for the Moxie reset machines. Every week there's a set boss you can pay for their special reset. Which is fine. I had just said to a friend of mine that it kind of feels like they're almost going in that kind of Destiny route of what I would describe as MMO light. Because like they have the weekly rotating like yellow weapon or item vendor. So it's like Xur, but just a vending machine. And I don't know, it feels weird to see that kind of stuff. But I think that's mostly just because I'm so used to it being very much a looter mechanic. And every game that's done it has been like, hey, we want to be an MMO, or want MMO investment from players without you know, us investing the development time into making an MMO. Which on one hand I get. Their MMOs are extremely expensive to make. That's why you don't see many anymore. This isn't the early 2010s when everyone and their mother was making them. My finger hurts. Having to hit it every time for these revolver mag dumps is getting tiring. But I only have 5 seconds to empty the magazine before the crits wear off, and I want to try to get as many as possible. Where's the accessibility feature that lets me just fan fire revolvers? I'm actually gonna check something quick. I need to look at Curse. Okay, so they take 400 damage. Yeah, I feel like that needs to be buffed. It just does not feel strong enough, and I get it scaled to a degree. But at this point, when we're hitting like UVH levels, I'm gonna have to respec out of that. I'll keep the first 5 because I got like HP out of it, like 30% HP. But past that, nah, I'll reallocate that into something else. Ooh, legendary. I'll look at that in a second. Actually, I have time. Actually pretty good. If this guy can back off for a second. I used to have this sniper rifle before. It's really good because it's got a Jacobs attachment, so it ricochets. It doesn't get crit damage, but it applies status, and you just sit there and status spam an entire room with little to no effort. Which, depending on the status, is either really good or really useless. I feel like cryo could be good. I just never really bother with cryo. Mostly because every gun I got with it was terrible. And the siren song of a Jacobs attachment letting me ping shots around a room was too strong. We're gonna try the shotgun again. I mean, that's not bad. But it's also just, hey, the shotgun does shotgun thing. Hey, yeah, I think everybody's dropping Iridium, or at least there's a good chance of it now. Because I just kind of realized I've been finding it steadily. Oh yeah, this part. Honestly, I wanted them to kill Rush in that moment. Just because I like the idea of all these new characters and actually just being like, yeah, we're not going to sit here and play favorites and keep someone alive longer than needed. And it would have added, I guess, more stakes to this fight for freedom for everybody instead of just being like, yeah, he survives. The sacrifice invalidated. I'll open those later.
Centuries of the timekeeper's sign. This coldness seeped into me. I'm still defrosted. Now to the matter at hand.
Okay, I have to go back to the revolver. It's too good not to use. I mean, look at that. Love how purple is outperforming oranges. No, not the rep kit I need.
You should be approaching Saul's airship now, Vault Hunter. There, up ahead. That's Saul's airship. It's the same type that struck the Outbounders before. If it launches, there's no way they'll survive again. I can't cancel the launch from here, and there's no way to get you inside. Get closer somehow. That's your only hope for stopping it. The refueling platform. If you raise it, you should be able to reach the ship.
I want to just kind of sprint through this mission.
Well done. There's no sense attempting to blow up the ship. You've turned to goo along with it. If you can release the docking clamps, that should sabotage the launch sequence. And buy you time to take down Saul. Good. Now hurry to the others. We're cutting it close, Vault Hunter. Do not let that airship launch. Perfect. The ship is out of position. But the Outbounders won't be out of danger until you eliminate Saul. Say hello from me in your special way, Vault Hunter.
Oh, I gotta go back? No, across. This boss fight's gonna be easy, though. Saul, first time I fought him was... It felt too easy. But I also get it. This is the first boss you're supposed... Like, big boss you're supposed to fight. So him being a bit of... Not a pushover, but just easier makes sense.
Good luck. Not that you need it. I've seen what you can do. But be careful. Losing a friend like you would be. I mean, it's just the way that I'm rambling a bit, aren't I? Let's leave it there for now. I'll see you soon.
Wahoo. love how for armor it's just like, yeah, put a plate on my shoulder, but I'm still gonna be just running around in a loincloth, hanging dong. Wow. Absolutely schmeated.
Hell yes. It's really over. We all owe you one. I'll meet you back home with the parts back.
And I will stay here. That amount of revelry might overwhelm me. But well done.
And all the loot was terrible. uh, I love how I got a legendary off a random, but then killing the boss and is like, yeah, here's a purple, I guess. I can imagine Randy Pitchford handing you that purple and being like, don't say I didn't do anything for you. Ah, now I gotta fast travel out of here. I do wish you could just, like, take a step out and fast travel back, because it feels kind of weird to be like, okay, now you're trapped in this little area, so fast travel to the start and then walk out. I think Borderlands, like the previous games, would, yeah, because I know 2 let you do that. I think 3 did as well. Just feels like a weird little oversight. Finally, I'm free. See, this is the true American barbecue. You found money, bullets, and a gun. Actually, a knife in your picnic supplies. Who doesn't open a cooler and find what is essentially, like, when you look at this is like a one of those old Soviet taiga machetes.
Snacks and sweets to myself. You taught me how to get in a fight again today.
It's just really stylized.
You're unstoppable. Whatever the Crimson Resistance needs from this point on, the Outlanders will stand at your side. I don't.
Yay! We are now successfully UVH2. which just means everything gets a little harder. But that's what I was looking for, so. I'll actually take that, because I do need longer fight for your life at this point. That's actually not that good, because yes, your weapons are reloaded when you're in fight for your life, but you fire faster, so you're going to have to reload again anyways. Session, yep, already set to UVH2, cool, cool. We only have 5 hours until the reset, so yeah, let's matchmake and find some randoms maybe. Actually, let me check. I want to make sure my voice is off. Network social. Yeah, we'll just hide local names and everybody. Voice chat's off. We're gonna crank that down. And yeah, that's it. So let's jump in with a group for that. I thought it would just be like, matchmaking. Oh, begin match. Okay. My bad. Look at me being all dumb. Because having a team, this should be easy. You should just be able to blow through this without any hesitation.
So sad. The Dominion we created was as beautiful as it was severe. Now severity is all that's left. Every day we took a walk together, the Timekeeper and I. Tens of thousands of them along the lattice taught the essential. Dominion seems so serene, so peaceful. All lies, I told myself this was.
I'm kind of surprised it's only one other person. But I guess not everybody's already at UVH2, and I think that's going to be the problem, is you have all the different... Well, everybody plays at different tiers, so it automatically scales. It might just be not a lot of people are already completed with the story and everything. Ascension Tower. That away. Because I think this is like supposed to be like the last mission.
Way to the Timekeeper. Go.
Yep. And then that. And then we gotta do a whole song and dance.
Triumphal. The Timekeeper is fond of them, but that one's certainly new. His targeting systems could always be overloaded with important capacity. Perhaps your auger friend knows where to find them. Hello? Loud, small man?
Ah, he's fighting. I should probably help. But yeah, tricky is not that bad of a modifier to have going on. Like, oh no, when they die, they drop balls. Ooh. Also, this guy's Rafa build must be like permanent blade mode. Which unto itself is pretty cool. Yep, then we gotta grab that. Throw that there. Then we gotta do that down here. Nope. Come on. Wish Trouble would actually show up when I need him to. They gotta work on the AI for that. It gets stuck just everywhere. And I notice it more in the city. No, I guess like everybody has deflector, or more enemies have deflector. Didn't realize that. Okay. Come on, game. We already got this done. Oh, he has, I think, the SMG maybe from the first cave? Kyle's neglected hole? God, I hate saying that. I know why they named it that. Yay, now we leave. Yeah, chunks of this mission feel like just a fetch quest. But I guess it is a way to introduce the triangle or pyramid mechanic. Gotta teach people what to throw those at.
1,000 years spent by the timekeeper's side. In all those centuries, he was constant, unchanging, as steady as a clock.
Huh. Yoink. I need that. Because that is free, stuff. Free expansion stuff. Storage deck upgrade. Word would eventually find me. Do we go that way? No. Figure whoever got there first, you can just fast travel to your team, so I was just gonna do that. Damn.
I've remotely
He's got
inspected
speed on
the
him.
from my lab for tracking a target in the system, but you'll need to clear the area of corner before we begin. Place the capacitor within targeting range. It should lock right onto it. But be prepared. There's no going back after this. Well, then you'll have to be quick.
Alright. Cutscene, can skip cutscene. Oh, it's a forced cutscene. Boo. Oh, that's all, that's it? We don't even have to do the actual boss fight? Okay. That's cool. Oh yeah, because then the door gets blown out. Yep. That was, for a weekly, that was a very basic weekly. I just kind of assumed we'd have to do the boss fight considering the mission to get UVH2 had the boss fight. I was like, oh, so we're just gonna cycle through bosses and whatever. That's fine. But guess I'm wrong. In that case, I'm just gonna go. Can I go back to my game? Like, oh, well, I don't want to kick him. That feels mean. Oh, I can leave. Okay, cool. I always hate kicking people because it always gives like the it to me it gives the wrong impression. Because like, no, I'm not just like kicking because I'm a dick. It's because I just want to go back to playing solo. And let's see, I guess we get a specific weapon, or no, I think it's random rifle. And we get Armored Star Helix. I have never seen that before. Absorb shield, little iffy. Projectiles can be fired vertically or horizontally. That might not be bad. Let's slap that there and give this a whirl. Oh, okay. I thought it was that initial spread. I thought that was the height, and I'm like, oh, this is horrible. But no, it just. What? Okay, so the left and right, or top and bottom, serpentine. Alright, I gotta find an idiot to try this on. This is way too esoteric for me at the moment. I need to get I need to get a grip on this thing. Uh where can I find people? Cuz I don't think there's any guys just out here anymore. Helloing. Anybody out here? Ah, there are people out here. Perfect. Okay, so I do see the problem of it is very easy to just miss. Like, that is stupidly easy to just have your bullet go away. That said, I don't know. Maybe this might be better with like another attachment. But just getting the like bullet absorbing shield just doesn't seem like it's enough to make it stand out. I think part of my problem is I'm too accustomed to Jacob's weapons just because my build is centered around bouncing crits. And so everything that can't bounce a crit feels like it's worse. Ah, no, maybe. We'll go try Driller Hole, which is that guy. I mean, at this point, I might as well go this way across. No, I think I have to go this way across. We'll quick open these up. Don't care about skins. Ripper shotgun, absolutely not. Meh shield. Alright. That's honestly on par with what I'd expect. I feel like every time I do one of these pulls, when it's like those loot chests are so, I wouldn't even say hit and miss. They're just mostly miss. But it's whatever. They give them out like crazy, so I can't be like, oh, they're intentionally bad. Like, nah, they're fine. Damage or health? I just need health. As much as I'd love to stack damage and be an absolute menace, it's not really an option for me. I might have to change vehicle, like, bodies. Not a fan of how much this thing rattles. Minor wham baby issue, I know, but just not big on the sound. Oh, I could try a run through a vault. I don't know. The payouts are still not that good. I saw people farming this fight. Apparently, if you land in, or like you go to where you drop in, you can hide in a corner and I think double jump, and it counts it as you leaving and resetting. Or I think you need like another person to pay the difference every time. But I've seen people just farm it like 10 times a minute. And I sat there thinking, you know, if you're UVH5, I don't think that's a bad deal. But if you're anything below that, you're not getting the best possible gear. At least this time I don't have to do the mission to get to this fight. Now to remember where I go. Yeah, this way. Yep, because it's the prison area. Everybody makes a big hoopla over the prisoners. Then we leave. And now we're at the Ripper machine. Yeah, because the guy was standing like right here. 100 iridium? This better be worth it. I only have... Okay, I can't complain. I have 11,000. I need a gun that leaves, like, a pool of damage. I know I have one that's doing radiation. I have an effect, but I need more. Let's try the assault rifle. Now, to be fair, this is firing 3 bullets at the price of 1. So that makes this pretty solid. I mean, how can you say no to effectively 150 bullets worth of damage for 50? Okay, the shotgun, yeah, I keep saying I gotta replace that shotgun. Double legendary, let's go, da baby. What do we have? The GMR, I used one of those before. They're not bad. Slow firing, but hit pretty hard. But you do use 2 bullets for every 1. I'll pass. And another... was a different sniper than the other one, but Katagawa's Revenge. That's pretty good. I like using this one. We'll swap it out for the shotgun at the moment, mostly just to show how this one works. Now I gotta find the hole to grapple to. Because I'll run that again. That was not bad at all. What's in our chest? Exactly what I was expecting. Okay, so this bad boy, this is pretty fun. So this sniper, you can either fire that, and it does these neat little cloud things that drop down and do damage, which is alright. You know, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. But if you switch it to electric, this is where it's really cool. Each one of them shoots lightning the whole time. It's not a ton of damage, but as you can see, they're all critting. So that's pretty cool. I wish I could get a cryo weapon, man. I get it. It's as simple as get a Maliwan gun, but I think a lot of Maliwan weapons just are not that good. And I don't want to be like that guy and be one of the people who farms out the one purple shotgun that lets you like insta-kill enemies. Because I know that's going to get nerfed. If they're talking about changing the throwing knives because they're too powerful, the insta-kill shotgun is going to get reworked. There's no way they're just going to be like, yeah, we know it trivializes literally everything in our game and can do like a gorillion damage in a second, but the throwing knives that are on cooldown, that's an issue. It's kind of sad too that I have better performance hip firing a sniper rifle than actually ADSing with it. And since he is not resistant to fire, hey, another legendary. I think I've gotten this one before. Let me try this out. It's okay. Yeah, fires mortars towards enemy positions. That's cool. I don't know. It's too hard to pass up free crits. The funny part was I first got a throwing knife that had that at like level 7. And that thing carried into like the 20s or 30s before I finally was like, I should actually look at other throwing knives or other weapons. And then I found a new one. And I was like, nope, never mind. We are locked into this forever, do or die. And there's also the fact this character doesn't get any fancy infinite ordnance builds. We'll do one more. The payouts are good. I have to keep going. I'm too invested. I am out of sniper ammo. I should have got some. That's on me. I forgot this thing has a 21 round magazine. God, look at that health chunk. Okay, so it's the same one again, just even worse because I wouldn't want that much knockback force. Stuff, another Katagawa's Revenge. And it has the Jacob's license accessory. The COV mag is neither here nor there, but that's pretty good. Because now... Okay, we're doing one more, and then we're done. I just have to test this, because if it works the way I think it'll work, that means I can sit here, tag one guy with a throwing knife, shoot it, it'll hit, bounce to another guy, spawn 2 sets of the lightning clouds, or the fire clouds, and chew up guys even faster. Which isn't good for this boss, but could be awesome for others. Yep, works just like I thought it would. That's pretty great. Once again, Jacob's accessories proving why they are the best option. I cannot think of a weapon that is made worse with a Jacob's accessory, but I can think of many weapons made worse by other manufacturers. Sometimes they can be better. For instance, I think it's Daedalus that lets you switch ammo types. Really good if you're using like a sniper and you're like, I want to use pistol ammo or something. You take a little bit of a damage hit, I think. But look, you'd have 800 rounds to work with instead of 90 some. That's a pretty big step up. But Ripper mags, never been happy with a Ripper mag. Yeah, I guess this is my time to leave this boss now that he's not giving me good stuff anymore. let's get out of here. Where do we want to go? Let's just go back here. Actually, I should sell off that other Katagawa. Oh yeah, keep that one. Keep that one. That one. Oh, accuracy increases with continuous fire. Yeah, that's even worse than I thought. Yeah, that shotgun too. I don't want to keep that. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for sticking on by, coming back for stream part 2, thanks to the game crashing. Sorry about that. I didn't have any control over it, but I feel bad whenever that happens. Always sucks. But yeah, this was fun. Nice to get to UVH2. Might do this again next week, try to get to UVH3. But I have something else planned for tomorrow. And yeah, that's really all there is. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next stream.